Hi, welcome to Mil-tek. I'm just going to run you through the setup and installation of your Mil-tek H501 hydraulic baler. Right, once you've got your H501 in position and unwrapped near power supply, inside here underneath that door you'll find the following items: some wires to get you started, rubber shock pads to go under the corners of the baler, very important to put this in once installation, safety mask for when you're tying off the wires, guards to go on the side of the machine that hold the wires for the baler, and very important, your Mil-tek manual, which has all the specifications for the baler plus the health and safety and a quick overview on tying off a baler. Now that you've removed all the parts from the baler, it's time to open the main door. Firstly, we re-shut the flap door again, and then we move down to the bottom door here. You'll see a door lever and a catch. First, lift up the catch, move the door lever out to the front here. This will allow you to open the main door slightly, and then move on the side here. You'll see a little door pin, locking pin. Lift that up, and that will allow you to open the door lever the rest of the way, and then we can open the main door. Now that we have the main door open, you'll notice that the press plate is in the down position. That is for transportation. On either side of the press plate there's two threaded rods. They stay in location until the press ram is fully raised to the top and secured into position. Before we move on to the next stage, which is raising and securing the main ram, you'll need the following tools: a 3mm Allen key, 30mm socket and ratchet, one power bar, and one 24mm open-ended ring spinner. So the next step is to remove your door sensor magnet using your 3mm Allen key. Next step is to plug your baler into your 3-phase power supply. The baler itself uses 400 volts and uses a 32 amp 5-pin plug. Right, once you've got your machine plugged in, next step is to turn the actual machine on. Firstly, main power switch, turn to the up position, and then pull the safety switch up towards you. You should see it come up with Mil-tek on the screen there, and then door flap open. Next, in preparation, before we raise and secure the main ram, you want to make sure that you've got the 4 bolts supplied to secure the ram at the top. Also, it's very important to make sure this fitting and hydraulic hose clears through the top of the slot at the very top of the baler and doesn't catch when we're raising the ram. Now we're ready to run the baler to raise the plate and the ram to the top. This is done using the door magnet that we removed from the main door. What we're going to do is push this up against this door sensor, aligning the red mark with the crosshairs that are on the side of the sensor. Once you've done that, you should see on the main screen there, it indicates baler ready. You'll also note that the down arrow is flashing. This is indicating to us that the baler is ready to run. Now with the magnet in place, we're ready to raise the ram. This is done by pushing the down arrow with the flashing light. At any point while the ram's raising, you want to stop the baler, you just remove the magnet from the sensor. This is also the time when we're raising the ram to be mindful that the fitting and the hose clears through the slot at the top of the baler. Make sure that hose is down up. Now that we've got our press ram all the way to the top, we're going to secure it in place using our 4 bolts provided. You may need to manoeuvre the flange plate a wee bit to align the holes when doing this. Once you've got your 4 bolts in place, tighten using your 30mm socket and ratchet. And then it pays to come along and check with your power bar at the end to make sure they're all torqued up nice and tight. Now we're ready to remove the 2 stabilising rods on either side of the baler. This is done by unscrewing and removing the plate from the underside of the baler plate using your 24mm spanner. We then loosen the top nut and then simply unscrew the rod by hand till it drops down through the plate and then to be removed completely from the baler. Now we replace the door sensor magnet that we removed earlier. This is just done by making sure the red line marks align, and there's a notch at the bottom of the magnet there that should fit in the slot there. And then tightening up using a 3mm Allen key once again. It's time to raise the pressing plate up into the home position. This is done using your 2 fingers on the 2 up arrows. We hold those until the plate returns all the way to the top and the motor then cuts out by itself. Now we shut the main door and the reverse sequence to open. The last step before the baler is ready to use is to ensure that the programs are set correctly. We do this by firstly pushing the P button to get us into the programs. First one that comes up is cardboard. This can be changed with the plus or minus buttons between cardboard or plastic, depending on which product you're wanting to use. Push the P button again. This gives you the bale size that you're going to end up with. Push the plus button till it comes right to the top, and we generally take it 1 back from the top. Next is to press time. Press time's when the plate comes down and stays down in the pressing position between the cycle. We usually set this to around about 5 seconds. Next, you've got your warm-up time. This is when you first turn on the baler and it will go into a warm-up cycle that warms up the baler. We generally set this to 1 minute. Next, manual. You can change this to manual, automatic, semi-manual or special auto. Generally we set that to automatic, and that means the baler will run right through a cycle without stopping and the plate will return to the top. Last but not least is language. English is always set on language number 2. Now your baler is ready to use. Last but not least, you would have noticed that you've got 2 of these metal boxes inside the baler. These are bolted to each side of the right hand side of the baler there, and these just store the wires on the side there. You'll also find a metal L bracket, and that just gets bolted to the top there.